Hi, my name is Ashwarya, and today I'm in these series of classes. I'm going to teach you about circuits and which ones work and which ones don't. See, circuits. So one of the experiments that we did was where is the circuit, which is basically these little boards that were covered with tape, and we had to find where we could attach another wire to see if we had completed a circuit. So I haven't listed the procedure down, but what we did was basically we placed a battery on each of the knobs and placed a wire on the other side of a D-cell and then placed it on another knob to see which two knobs were connected. So these were the results. On board 1, missing wire was B to D, board 2, A to C, board 3, C to D, board 4, B to C or C to B, board 5, A to B, board 6, C to D, board 7, C to D, and board 8, A to D. Okay, so now we're gonna see the results of another experiment. This experiment would require two D cells, 4 wires, and 2 light bulbs, or 1 light bulb actually. You don't need 2. So, or at least these were what we used. So basically, take your big D cell battery and attach 1 wire to one side and wire from the other side. Well, first I'm demonstrating this one. So basically, in this one, we figured out that this one would let the light bulb fire up or get up because first of all, it's connected to the bottom of the light bulb, and second of all, it's a complete circuit, which means there's wires on both sides of the D cell which connect to another object to make a complete round figure with no spaces. So this one did work. But let's see the second one, this one. This one didn't work. Why? Well, let's find out. First of all, this is in the plastic part or glass part, so this won't light already. And second of all, it's not a complete circuit. It's not on the other side. It's only from here to the middle. So we won't get satisfied. We won't have any light from the light bulb. And the third one. Well, by trying this, we figured out this worked. 2 reasons. This one was attached to the bottom part, and it's connected to both sides to form a closed figure, not an open one. This one, it did work. You know why? Because there's 1 wire, but it connects to the light bulb's metal bottom, one side to the battery, one side to the light bulb. And the metal part of the light bulb is also touching the battery's metal part on the other side. So it will light because it forms a wired metal circuit or circle. And this one, why wouldn't it work? Well, as I said before, this part's in the plastic, so it won't work. Even if it forms a closed circle. And this one, it would definitely not work because open right there. So, see? One of them is this one. This one is actually this one. This one that you see in the picture was the one that I just this one of them that I just showed you, this one. Now, since you've seen the actual result, let's see the hypothesis that I had. Well, in the beginning, I thought something different. I thought that this one was correct, this one was correct, this one was wrong, this one was correct, this one was correct, and this one was wrong. Well, let's go back to the original result. The real result for a second. So, if you see the real results in the fake one, the hypothesis, you will see that my first two were wrong. So, this one was a check, but for me, it was a check. X. This one was a cross there, but I thought it was a check. And in this one, I thought it was a check, so did she. I thought this was a check, and so did my teacher. And once we tested this one out, we saw the glass part, and it didn't work. So X, check. But this one, I was correct. In the next experiment, we had to find out which of these objects would be able to complete the circuit with being the one to touch, not the wire. So basically what I mean is that, for example, I'm just going to draw this. If I had this wire, a light bulb, sorry for my bad drawing skills, and a battery, this wire was not supposed to connect to the battery. So I'd not use this wire. Instead, I would replace it with a nail, maybe a dull nail. Well, a dull nail would work, but if it was a shiny nail, if you considered this a shiny nail, it wouldn't. We'll see that in the next slide. So, these were the results. The insulators were the things that didn't work. So, let me point them out. The shiny nails didn't work. Soda straws, sponges, black rocks, river pebbles, pieces of copper, pieces of yarn, pieces of cardboard, rubber bands, craft sticks, and plastic chips. None of those worked. But the ones that did work were dull nails, pieces of screen, metal screen, paper fasteners, paper clips, screws, brass rings, washers, and pieces of aluminum foil. If you don't believe me, try it out for yourself. Okay, so now let's go on to the worksheets I had to complete. The first test was to see if I could draw 2 light bulbs connected to one battery. This was the first question that connected to this picture. Why do you think the 2 lights are dim when there's one battery? It was because one battery has only enough energy. So if more energy is taken out, it needs to be divided. The energy needs to be divided. So each light bulb only gets a part of it. But when there's 2 batteries, each light bulb gets a fair, big amount of energy so that they can light up. Ding, ding. So now I had to figure out these, which I pretty much did on my own. And in this question, it told me to choose one of the ones that didn't work. I chose this one. It was kind of easy, but I chose it. So what you would need to do in mine that I chose, I would just need to add another wire, like from here to here, as you see. That would be a complete circuit, and a connecting one too. So, I'm going to use the same tools for the conductors and insulators that I found in the classroom. Well, in the classroom I found these ones actually, but the ones that I used to test were these, which will go right here. Just see? Okay. So, this part is done. And so is this. Alright, now let's look at the last one. What is similar about all the conductors? Well, it's different from things that stick to magnets because you need more than that. You need something that makes an energy source flow. So you need something that runs, like a battery. And lastly, for my fellow students that found this helpful, we'll finally see a schematic drawing. Right here. See? So in this schematic drawing, you'll see that this is the battery, this is the light bulb, this is the switch, and these lines are the wires, except for this one, which is the switch, and this one's the battery. Alright, so this one was actually one that worked, but some people, they wanted to draw ones that didn't work in my class. But I wanted you to get something out of this. So in conclusion of this whole presentation, I think that to make this work, we need either a switch or a battery or both to make a light bulb run, or in some cases, they used motors. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.